talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Marino will look to throw on first. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
Marino on play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Marino operating with 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. It's Moss. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Vick now after the fumble recovery. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 23 yards on the play.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Corey Grant, 42 yards. And the Madden Legends have taken the early lead.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed passes like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Madden Legends heading back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On 2nd down, Williams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went back backwards, back to the 33. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Marino, 3rd and 1. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Marino will throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. From midfield now, Marino. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Detroit! Detroit! Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try to get him away from the ball.
Over the middle here to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Brown, his first catch. It's a first down. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll hand it off now. Williams looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain. Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now Marino to throw it. It's a screen to Ricky Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A second down throw for Vick. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that one results in 35 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing again, Vick on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Jerry Rice open right side. Victor Rice from Madden Legends first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Vick will look to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On play action, Vick. The pressure gets to him again. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Tough spot for the Legends now after the sack as Vick leads them up 3rd and long. Play action now, Vick. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now Marino on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, Marino. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Marino. Over the middle, complete. It's Moss. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Santos able to put this one up. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Back onto the field comes the offense for the Madden Legends. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground. Here it's Coleman. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. J.J. Watt the one that gets him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact. Yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Let's go.
Vic on second down. And this is caught at the end. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Randy Moss, 33 yards. And the Madden Legends will extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a first down. This quarterback now still just the one incompletion. 16 of 17. It's first down. They'll run it with Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Marino. Over the middle, complete. It's Moss. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So here's Vic following the interception. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Back now here live in New Orleans. Vic operating on first down. That is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On second down, Vic again. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play. But when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now Marino looking to throw on second down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Hey, let's go! Hey, let's go!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
Vic goes play action. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Third and long for Vic. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out now come the Legends. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On first and 10, it's Marino. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ziggy Ansah in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And now whistles blow here. Play is stopped, and we're going to get a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Vick to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Madden legends heading back onto the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Marino incomplete on the third down throw. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a...
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Hey, let's go. On. Quick. Up.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side, completion to Rice. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Irving with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Second down, Vick. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. It's a play fake. Now Vick. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Vick on the sneak, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Michael Vick taking it in. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. On first down, it's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Tannehill. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Slips past him.
There you go.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Coleman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Here's Vick. Tries for Rice, intercepted. Picked off by Glover Quinn. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Glover Quinn came into the NFL as a cornerback, but he's morphed into one of the better safeties in the league, and he just finished this one off with that nice pick.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On first down, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. It's West. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Michael Strahan able to drop him for a loss of 4. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a 2nd down throw for Vic. Being chased out left. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
First down, Vic. On the screen, this is Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Vic on the bootleg. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he slides to avoid the hit. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Eagle, eagle. Eagle, eagle.
Vic on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Randy Moss, 28 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
Deep.
Tannehill on first down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing again is Tannehill. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the return will stop right around the 25.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
So here's Vick following the interception. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A second down throw for Vick. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Vick goes play action. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, let's go! Lion, 300.
On play action, Vick rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, Vick again. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. This is taken around the 12. Time for a break. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustment. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On second down, here's Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught at the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 62 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Jack not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third and long, it's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line, 300. Alpha.
Right back to him on first down. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, let's go! Stop!
From the gun, Vick. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Hey, let's go!
Here's Coleman. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's go.
They will run again with Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Back now at Ford Field as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. On third down, Vick steps away. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Reggie White in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw on second down is Tannehill. He's letting it fly for Cooper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. They give him a gain of 38. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Coleman now. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, Vick. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Play action now, Vick. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Reggie White in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Play action. It's Tannehill. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And that is incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Brian Urlacher in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. This is Coleman. Room here to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been...
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Randy Moss, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Hey, 20, 20, 20, 20.
One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Leopard! Detroit!
Second down, Young. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Detroit!
Young on third down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Dorsett. 49-yard punt. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Hey, let's go! Up!
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Alpha. Go!
Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And that'll make it third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
It's a play fake. Now Vic. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
To throw on third down. Young. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Michael Strahan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
It's Coleman here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again.
And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Steve Young taking it in. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Back onto the field comes the offense for the Madden Legends. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Randy Moss, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't like a target that size. I mean, that's a big, tall receiver, and somehow he missed him anyway.
Yeah, tempting to just put it out there for him to go get it, but dangerous throw and not on target.
Yeah, sometimes even a receiver with that type of catch radius can't haul them in if they're not accurate.
Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Trent Murphy in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Off the play fake, Vic. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's taken down deep in their territory. Vick and Rice hook up for a big one. 71 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Hey, let's go!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Lorenzo Neal taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Madden Legends with the extra point can tie this football game. Santos with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets a across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hurry up, here we go! 319! Back to 319! Here we go! Hot! Leopard! Leopard! Hot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back here right after this.
Leopard!
Here's Steve Young. He is going to find Hill here. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just throw it over, but you end up finding another receiver.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now a handoff looking right.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they try the right side here. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll try to throw now. Young. They complete it to Hill. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
3rd down, Young from the gun. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It's Young on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the 1st half. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Walsh now for the PAT. Walsh adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out now come the Legends. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, the 20, 10, and this will be a touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 81 yards. And the Madden Legends with the extra point can tie this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action now. Here's Steve Young. Wide open receiver complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Antonio Brown. A 22-yard touchdown ground. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Madden legends heading back onto the field.
Wait. Line. 300. Eagle.
Vic operating on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
A second down throw for Vic. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Following the interception, Young. And go with it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
We saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back now here in Santa Clara as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go.
It's Young off play action. He may try and run for this. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And that is incomplete. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Lucky 56.
A 2nd down throw for Young. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Can you believe it? The Madden legends and this crowd, they thought it'd be a cakewalk today.
You just look around at some of the faces right now in this crowd. It wasn't even supposed to be close. We thought 3-4 touchdown difference maybe the other way.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Hard to believe that they are trailing late in this game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Madden Legends offense trotting out again.
Hey, let's go. Alpha, Alpha.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Flushed out right. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, Vick. And he will have a touchdown. Randy Moss from 19 yards away. And the Madden Legends able to cut into that lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
It feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on here to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Back onto the field comes the offense for the Madden Legends. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. He's back to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. What a gut punch. That should be the nail in the coffin with those 2 points, making this a 2-score game now with time, Charles, clearly not on their side.
Yeah, they have to give the football away as well. Had a chance. Yeah, it was a small chance to get down the field, but guess what? This one's now just about over. Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now they try the right side here. And some room to roam now. Down the numbers. There he goes.